What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? We are back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 6, episode 17, A Altered State of Mind. Girl, this the finale, okay? So basically we start the finale off with Ray and what's her name, Karen, because this is what it's about, really. This is about their 25th year vow renewal. Karen got to make sure everybody knows that she got to shade, Giselle and, Robyn about it. And it's like, girl, it's getting old. We already know their situation, so just let that go. Mr. Raymond, he's sitting there and he's just going along with the flow, okay? Whatever Karen wants, that's what Karen gonna get. Baby, you can plan this. They get on the phone with the coordinator, and they going over the logistics, going over the plans, going over the time limit and time frame of what everything is gonna happen and what's gonna set out and what's gonna be done. But we find out that her daughter Raven will not be there because she has, I think, a kidney stone. She was like, I'm so disappointed. I said, how you gonna be disappointed when she got a kidney stone? I understand what she's saying, okay, because she really wanted her child there. That's understandable. But I don't ever want to experience that. I've heard about those things, and baby, I've already experienced gallbladder pain. You know what I'm saying? So I just can imagine what a kidney stone is, and I'm pretty sure you have to pass those kidney stones, literally have to push them things out. Oh Lord Jesus Christ, I couldn't do it. But that's gonna happen, and that's basically what was going on with them, okay? It is what it is. Moving on, we get to see, what's his name, Michael, for the probably like the third or fourth time this whole season in 17 episodes, okay? So we see him and Ashley, they're going to meet up with Juan and Robyn, okay? His good Judy Juan. All right, let me not say that. Let me not say that because, baby, that's a bromance, okay? And it's a bromance that I don't understand. Sometimes people get together and you just be like, girl, I don't get it. But okay, I can kind of see how it's working. But they're really cool with each other. As soon as they sit down, they get to talking about, certain things. It's like two different conversations going on. The women talking about what they're talking about. Juan and Michael talking about baby Dean. But then, they get on to talking about how things been going since the pandemic. And, Michael made sure to tell Juan, listen, I've been working out. Okay, listen, I had got this trainer right. I told him he could come to my gym and we've been working out like 5 days a week. And I said, okay, and they was like, so when you gonna come back around the group? Okay. And so at this point, this is where Michael loses me every time. Like I'm okay with his relationship with Juan and Michael with Juan, because we do have to normalize the fact that men can be close friends and it be nothing else. We make jokes or whatever, but it's nothing more than that. But at least I don't think it's anything more than that. You know what I'm saying? Michael has his predatory ways, okay? But I don't feel like he has done anything or attempt anything with Juan. And I think he truly feels like that Juan is one of his good friends, okay? That's how I really feel. But on the other hand, he's like, I don't want to come back to the group because, it's some people in the group that I just can't get with, you know what I'm saying? Always talking stuff about my wife, talking stuff about me, talking about Candice, and then he brings up Chris, and then he starts to shade Chris and then talking about I don't even know what the man does, okay? What job does he have? I heard that he's supposed to be her manager. Is she paying him? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? And then what about her? She getting paid from her mom and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. And it's all of the things that Ashley most likely has told him and they have been discussing. Because I'm pretty sure Michael don't troll social media to be knowing this stuff, okay? And I'm pretty sure he don't watch the TV show as they air, okay? I'm pretty sure Ashley be sitting down there saying all this stuff to him, you know what I'm saying? And he decided to just repeat what was said because he a petty little bitch just like his wife, okay? And I'm so glad, this is one time that I'm really on Robyn's side with this. I'm so glad that she called it out. I'm mad that she called it out in her confessional, but nevertheless, I'm glad that she said something about it, about the way that he comes at Chris, and about what it is that he does and his stature and his status in life or whatever. And she said it comes off very judgy and very elitist. It does, okay? Like he's higher than him, all right? We know that you got a certain amount of money, Michael. We know that you made your money in real estate and all this other stuff. Hell, you just told us last week that you used to own the Watergate Hotel out there in DC, okay? Never would have known, but hey, more power to you. You don't own it now. I'm pretty sure you made a good chain off of it. We can tell that you're living good in that nice ass penthouse that you living in, and I'm pretty sure that's expensive as hell. But yet you up here shading this man who did own a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to it, but you also had a restaurant too that went belly up probably quicker than his did. Okay, so what are you talking about? You know, everybody don't come from the same place, and that does not make them a bum. That does not make them a leash. That does not make them any better than you or you any better than them. Okay, and I said we got to stop this white on white crime. All right, because you called the man white trash before, you know, and now you just acting like you above and beyond, and then you coming in on Candice and talking about her mama, like her mama paying her bills. I listen, if I had it, you want to pay it, baby, go on and pay it. I don't see absolutely nothing wrong with it. But you know, people just want to look their nose down on other people because of this is not what society deems normal. Girl, shut the fuck up, okay? Michael, you just did that shit because you heard your wife say that stuff. All right. But anyway, I just didn't like it. Then they get onto the whole subject about how is Robyn and Juan finna have some kids if they gonna have a baby before or after the marriage. Baby, ain't nobody having no kids. I'm not finna go through all this or whatever. Juan and Robyn are not having kids, and that's all that it is. They don't need no kids. Robyn ain't even got her own life together. Not her family life, her own life, okay? Bitch, you can't even get up out of the goddamn bed, okay, before 12 o'clock. Trust and believe I understand because this whole goddamn weekend, I got out of bed after 1, okay? I'm just saying. It is what it is. I was resting. But baby, for the whole pandemic, you was just sleep, okay? And for this whole season, practically, you was sleep too. You know, so you and the baby, no, that's gonna force you to actually do something. It ain't gonna happen, okay? You and Juan can't even get along that good enough to even do them. Girl, anyway, moving on. So we get into Candice and her mom. Oh, excuse me. Oh, what was that? Okay, no. We get into Candice and Miss Dorothy and Chris, okay? They're walking to some place, and I was like, girl, where we going? All right, first of all, I'm gonna have to say, listen, y'all know Miss Dorothy is not one of my favorites of the mamas that be on this TV show, okay? But I call it out and give props when it's due. Listen, let me tell you something. I wasn't expecting it, okay? And not that I was trying to look, but when she went up into that door, I said, wait a minute, Miss Dorothy got a little thing back there. All right, Miss Dorothy, you've been doing squats? Okay, cool. Meanwhile, they're basically going to this record label, E1, you know, Candice finally got her first signing deal with E1 Recordings. I guess Nashville, I said Nashville division. And E1 is a big production company because they do all type of things in entertainment, okay? Because, you know, you see some of the TVs at the end of the TV show, it'll be like E1 production, whatever. So that's cool, you know. And one thing about me, Ashley ain't no hater, okay? And I'm going to be 100% honest. This whole season, Candice ain't really bothered me, all right? Candice gave me goddamn giggles, okay? That's what she gave me. I had to call her out a couple of times, but most of the time, she didn't really bother me the way that she did last season. So, you know, if you think I'm being easy on her, give me something that I'm supposed to truly call her out on, okay? So I can do it. I'm not finna do that just because everybody else want to feel this way, and that's with everybody on the cast. If you're not bothering me, I'm not finna just sit up here and, you know, call you out for this and call you out for that just to do it, just for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? I can give credit and props where it's due, and congratulations to her for signing on and doing and following on to her dreams, okay? I give credit to everybody and apply everybody that's been on this show that has been reaching a dream or whatever and putting something in fruition and is actually coming to play. You know what I'm saying? You know, she up there sitting there. She even mentioned something about, you know, singing to Anita Baker. And then I remember when this account Call Me Dollar had retweeted what Anita Baker had tweeted about her, you know, giving her props. I was like, wow, that's a full circle moment, I guess, you know. So congratulations on that. You know, of course it wouldn't be Candice without some tears. I was just sitting up in my room and I was just remembering. Oh my God. Girl, I would have did the same thing. I ain't even gonna lie. Girl, if it was something that I truly wanted, bitch, I see Beyonce. No, I'm not. Let me stop because I won't embarrass myself like that. I don't want that to be the memory that she has, because that probably be the one and only time that I meet that hoe, and you know she'll be like, that bitch was crying. And that bitch talk all that shit on the goddamn and she was still right here in front of my face and cried like that. I don't want that to be the impression, but I get it, girl. Go ahead, congratulations. Moving on from that, we get Robyn and Juan. Okay, they both meet up at the warehouse, and at first I was like, so are y'all coming from separate places, and how come y'all couldn't come in the same car together? Because they both drove their own vehicles. Okay. And I guess in this case, it was a good thing that they came separately because Juan probably would have left her ass there and made her get an Uber home because Juan got a little bit heated. He was annoyed, okay? First of all, they go to the new warehouse. And I had to give Miss Robyn her props too, okay? Because listen, we ain't think them embellished hats was gonna go anywhere, okay? But she made a little thing out of it. That's a little secondary income that she can get out of it. Hey, in this day and age, we need it. Keep that hustle alive. Do what you gotta do. She said, listen, I started this off in my living room. Now I'm up in the goddamn warehouse. That is what's up, okay? At this point, she started bringing up the whole thing about, we're about to be moving out the house soon, the Dixon Manor, okay? But the house is big enough for us to have another kid, and it's like, are you gonna be doing the same thing that you did when we had the other kids or whatever, Corey and Carter? Have you ever changed diaper? Have you ever did this? Have you ever did that? Mind you, she brought this same stuff up when they was at dinner earlier in the episode with Ashley and Michael. And at this point, Wine is over it. Mind you, this is not the first or the second time that she brought this situation up. She's brought it up a couple more times earlier in the season, and I will be tired of hearing the same thing too. Okay, if you feel as though you want to get something off your chest, that the reason why you keep on bringing this up, please sit down with me and have a genuine conversation, and don't wait until it gets to situations like this, okay, where I feel like you keep badgering me about it, but you're not going to do nothing about it, okay? Like he said, people make mistakes, and sometimes we gotta make up for our mistakes, and it's like, why you keep bringing up the past, okay? Don't nobody want to hear the past all the time, all right? And at this point in time, I'm sitting here like, Robyn, you really let your storyline be this fake shit about you wanting to have a baby. We know it ain't gonna fly, so that's why I'm not gonna get too deep into it. Juan said, you know what, I'm tired, and he walked out. I said, I understand, sir. So, Juan, he gets up in the car, right? And he basically like, his whole thing is, you keep bringing this up, trying to make it seem like I'm this dad, be dad, or, like I was being a bad father, and not bringing up, and this is literally what he said, you not bringing up the stuff that Robyn didn't do either, okay? Because it takes two. Like, Robyn, you was the perfect wife, or, perfect mother. Nobody is. We all have our flaws, and I'm pretty sure he's tired of you bringing it up on camera, and I don't know if you're bringing it up to him, behind closed doors or whatever, because there's no reason, if you already brought this up before, why we keep talking about this. If we've established what we're going to do, why do we keep bringing it up? And at this point, I feel like she's just bringing it up for a storyline. Okay, I really do. Girl, I'm saddened with Wine. It's not because I dislike Robyn. That ain't even a point. It's just that it's just really convenient that she keeps on bringing this up. Okay, and you know that this feels some type of way. That would irritate me. Like, you basically telling me that I really wasn't that good of a parent. I really wasn't there. And okay, you established that. You know what I'm saying? But why must we keep repeating this? Okay. He was like, get this mic up off of me. He was like, I'm finna go. I said, why go? Did you see and hear what, when they was talking about it when they was with Ash? Robbie gonna ask Michael, when you're with Dean, do people call you or think that you are his grandfather? Michael said that like, yes. No, let me stop. Okay, before somebody say you being ageist or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't say that. You being married to an older man as yourself, you should know that that's a little ageist, and you shouldn't want nobody to say that about your man, because he doesn't have Alzheimer's. Girl, last week was a mess. Anyway, moving on from that, it's time for the wedding, okay? Everybody getting there, everybody getting dressed, and of course, Robyn has to call Giselle, and of course, she's bringing up this baby shit. Girl, I don't even care. Moving on from that. All right, moving on. Dorothy and Candice getting ready, and so they pull up. Everybody pulling up to the place, okay? But when Dorothy and Candice get there, I think, was that Candice or was it Dorothy? One of them in that car said, "Oh my God, this is ugly," to the outside of the venue, and she was like, when I think of marriage and wedding, I need to have like something that's gonna be like pop, boom, bam. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna catch your eyes and be so beautiful and all this stuff. And it reminded me when Mia first showed up with Wendy, and she pulled up and she was like, "Oh, so it look like the back of a warehouse? That's what this says." And I said, well, it does look like that. It looked like, I don't know, an industry lot, you know what I'm saying? When they finna take, moving from lot to lot to lot or whatever, that's what it looked like, a little warehouse as well. But it was nice in the inside. It really was. I will say that. The only issue that I did have was the fact that, the bar area, okay? Even though Giselle came there and I kind of felt bad for Giselle in this moment only because, baby, I would have had an issue with it too. That bitch got a boot on, and truth be told, what's her name? Karen didn't know that that was going to happen, but I felt bad for everybody that had to walk up them stairs and get them a drink. I said, why is the bar up on the second floor, and where's the elevator, okay? Where's the elevator? We in heels, we in slick back shoes or whatever. These some new shoes that everybody done got. We ain't even, scrape them up on the back to get a little, friction on there so they can clink, okay? You know what I'm saying? And that's some marble ass staircase that look like it's a little bit waxed or whatever. Ain't no grip to it, okay? Let me get my drink and let me go ahead and slide down the goddamn steps, okay? And don't let me get a couple of drinks up in me and let me just fall on down the steps, all right? That felt like a hazard, but I'm not gonna say nothing else about it, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else face said it for them, okay? Meanwhile, they was talking about Chris and Candice talking about, I don't want to be standing next to this old girl, whatever. I said, girl, stop it. Okay, stop it. Ashley didn't do nothing yet, so you don't do nothing, okay? Keep your comments to yourself, please, all right? They said that Michael is on his way because he had to go drop Dean off at a little birthday party. She said she's just a little worried and want to know how things going to go when Michael and Chris interact with each other, because Michael is the type of person that's just going to say whatever it is on his mind. And she just don't know if that's going to be good. And I said, you know how older people are. You can tell them don't do this, don't do that, and they're gonna do whatever the hell it is that they want to. Okay, but we shall see. So everybody is still arriving. We saw Brandon standing over there in the corner. That's Karen's son or whatever. Ray went over there to talk to him, and it was almost as if they were strangers. Okay, did y'all see that interaction? Hey, how you doing? You okay? Cool. All right, sure. Okay, that's basically how it was, and I was like. All right, okay. Maybe he's just a little shy, okay? But moving on from there, we find out that Macy Gray is going to be the singer. And I forgot that Macy Gray was on the show 2 years ago where her daughter, was attempting to sing. Music ain't for everybody, but hey, go ahead and do what you got to do, So that was cute. I did not realize that Ray was going to be standing up there and Karen was going to actually come out there and walk to him. Okay, and then walk up them steps. I was with Candice. This cute or whatever, but damn, bitch, how long we gonna stay? It was a long walk, and I was so scared. It's them steps, okay? Bitch, I remember when Beyonce fell down them steps doing Ring the Alarm and that. That's all I kept on thinking about. That's all I kept on thinking about. Like, these are older folks. And I said, listen, I hope there's an insurance policy out there somewhere. Okay, because I'm just thinking about the shoes. I'm thinking about her train getting stuck or whatever. I'm just thinking about everything that could go wrong. And I know I shouldn't, but I was just a little worried. You know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking that, she was going to come out from around the corner at the top already and then go meet up with Ray because he was already standing there, and then once they get through with the pastor, they was gonna walk down the steps. No, she literally came from the back, courted around, came on up, and then her son met her at the end of the steps and they walked up there. Okay, but thankfully everything went off without a hitch. Before that though, we see everybody else showing up. Okay, Juan finally showed up, and of course everybody had to say something about that. It's finally good to see you. They just so happened to put Michael and Ashley, Michael who has not shown up yet, Candice and Chris, Robyn and the girls all in the same table, because I don't think Wendy was at the table with them, okay? But while they're at this, speaking of Wendy, bitch, let me just tell you this. Mama, it's not about you. Okay, I know we want to look cute. I know we want to style on them hoes or whatever, because truth be told, you had your colors and it looked nice on that future. It bounced off your skin real well. I loved it. A scholar came in with that yellow. Oh my God. Everybody else had these muted colors on, black and everything else, okay, or champagne color. Them two, they came in with a splash of color and I liked it, okay? To be quite honest, a scholar did it for me, okay? But Miss Wendy, baby, as soon as Eddie got out that car, I was real confused at what was going on. I said, is is Wendy in the car? Because I couldn't see nothing. Mama was laid back down on the seat because she couldn't sit up. She could not sit up. It reminded me of that episode of Moesha when they was going to the prom and Niecy had on that dress. And then she wound up just ripping that thing so she can go ahead and get her groove on or whatever. That's what it reminded me of, okay? Because Mama had to be pulled out of the car, straight leg. And then when she came in, she couldn't sit down. Did you see how she barely sat down? Because she said, baby, I think I heard something rip. I said, listen, if I have to go through all of that, okay, the pants ain't for me. Because Ashley ain't putting on a dress, but the pants ain't for me. And trust and believe, I didn't have some pants that was tight like that. And I almost thought them things was going to rip when I set my ass down. Girl, I said, Ashley, take your ass back. Now, you knew. I said, I know. Don't go out the house like that no more, okay? I done it once. I'll never do it again. I took a chance on my life to be embarrassed, and I didn't get embarrassed, but I was so cautious that day, okay? Wendy, no, don't do it. And Miss Giselle, Wendy came in and she spoke to everybody that she wanted to speak to, okay? She even said hello to Robyn. Robyn, you gave that dry hello, okay? Bitch, you could have not said nothing. It would have been the same, okay? It just really would have been the same. Giselle, and then Candice. Did you say hi to Giselle? Did you say hi to Candice? Stay out of it, ma'am. Stay out of it. I know what you're trying to do. You just want everybody to be on one accord and everybody to be cool, but that just ain't gonna what it be, okay? Let them be what they gonna be, okay? And Giselle, you sitting down there talking about she's so insecure. She's so insecure because of what? She insecure because she didn't want to talk to you? Bitch, I don't want to talk to you, so I'm insecure? No. You want to talk to Wendy so bad, get up and go apologize to her and try to smooth things out, okay? But we're not finna do this and throw a little temper tantrum at somebody else's event that ain't about you. Mind you, when she was talking shit about Karen, she was talking shit about Karen in that confessional. Now, I was gonna say some stuff. But see, I ain't gonna say that because you know as many DMs that Karen be sliding up into. I said, wait a minute now. Now y'all gotta stop this, okay? I said they will throw tea. She was like, I'm trying to stay in a good place with Karen. I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. And Karen ain't trying to stay in a good place with you because y'all been shading each other ever since y'all said that y'all was gonna be cool. Okay. But anyway, that's what wound up happening. You know, Mia sitting there looking at G like, hey, you wanna look at my boobs? He was like, I'm gonna look at your boobs. I said, what is going on? I said, why they put all these people at the table together, okay? Then they started talking about the fact that, you know, Chris don't wear his ring in the house, okay? Michael don't wear his ring at all because he got a knot or something on the ring. I said, what? Me and Giselle said, no ma'am, okay? And then Juan was like, yo, babe, when was the last time? How long was it that I didn't wear my ring or whatever? Like a year or something like that. She was like, never. He said, no, don't do that. Don't you do that. I said, oh, well, you asked the question, Juan. You should have been prepared for it. I said, come on, let's get this done. Let's get this done. So you got Ray and Karen, they up there, they're giving their vows and stuff. And for it to be 25 years, I felt like maybe we didn't see the whole speech or whatever, but I didn't really feel anything, to be quite honest. Baby, 25 years after all the ups and downs that we went through, I would have been up there boo-hooing, okay? And I know some people be like, oh, you know, people doing it for the theatrics or whatever. But me, if I really love a person, girl, you're going to get all those emotions, okay? Because that's like history, like Karen said. Listen, we went through a whole lot, okay? We didn't even know we was going to make it to this point, all right? Baby, I know she probably didn't want to mess up her makeup, but in that moment, it would have been like, F those makeup. And Ray looked like he wanted to share a little tear. But then again, Ray eyes always look a little glossy a little bit sometimes. But, you know, he was like, I chose you then. I'm still going to choose you now. I was like, that's it. That's it. Okay, it was cute or whatever. Baby, when they was walking down them steps, first of all, I honestly feel no shade because it's not my thing, but the way that they were standing up there and everybody had to crook their neck up there to look, you know, and people probably could barely hear, could barely see. I think they could have did a better venue or at least had it down on the floor or whatever and had people looking down. I don't know. That's them. Neither here nor there. That's not my stuff. But baby, when they was walking down them steps, and when somebody said, why she can't hold on to the banister? Oh, my God. Okay? I was sitting here so worried, baby. I was sitting here like this. No. Grab the train. Ray. Get that. Hold on. Okay, stop right there. Gather yourself. Okay. Wait. Karen, you can't see. Okay, go ahead down the steps. Okay, just go ahead down. And thankfully, they went down the steps and they was okay, you know. And then at this moment, Michael finally shows up. Michael finally shows up after the whole wedding ceremony. The reason why you were there, okay, or was supposed to be there, was to witness this love being rekindled, renewed again, okay? Hoping that you and your wife can get to these years or whatever. Baby, at this point, I just knew, when I seen Michael get up out that car and the way Ashley was running to him, I said, Michael, you should have just went on ahead and just stayed, okay? You should have stayed at the birthday party with Lil Dean. You should have been a chaperone there, okay? Because Michael literally just came there to get some drink and get something to eat, all right? Michael pulled one of my numbers. Bitch, I'm just here for the food. I really don't care for anything else. I just want to judge, okay? But anyway, so of course Juan and there, everybody was happy to see him. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Blah blah blah. Skylar go over there to Candice and was like, so the husband is actually here. Ashley's husband is actually here. Okay. And at this point she was like, he's just so insufferable. And I think that he's like so morally wrong for Ashley. Okay. I said, oh, so you concerned about her? You feel like she deserved better. And truth be told, Ashley does deserve better, but she don't want better for herself. So hey, she think that she got it, so that's what it is. And the same thing with Robyn. She feels like she's so content in the space that she's at right now. She deserves so much better. Okay, everybody, her and Juan deserve so much better. Okay, but they're so stuck and content with just staying in that miserable place that they're in at this point, and I don't like it. I don't like it. They literally, their real soulmates are probably out there, and they're letting them pass them each other by. Okay, but at this point, let me go back. When Karen was walking down them steps, did you see the way Gordon was looking like? Mia was like, now I'm gonna have to keep my eye on her, on him, okay? Because he did compliment the dress early. He was like, yeah, Karen looking real good dress. I said, woo, Mia, you gonna have to keep him away from the functions that Karen go to, because he gonna try some things. But Michael sat down and it was real awkward. Chris eating his food. He looking around. I said, Chris, don't say nothing. Okay, don't say nothing. Just let it go at this point. Sometimes there is a time and a place. And if a person does not want to talk, I do not believe in forcing a person to talk. Juan popped this off by saying, come on, we got to squash this shit. Okay, we can talk. Okay, like y'all need to talk this stuff out and get done. Giselle said, listen, Michael, we done had some stuff between us and we talked it out. We got better off of that. And then here comes Michael with the insults already. You're an intelligent person, so therefore when we talk, we can actually get somewhere intelligently, and he's implying that he can't do that with Chris because he's not have the brain focal abilities to do that. Okay, and I just didn't like that. I said, see, you're starting it off wrong already. And at this point, Michael comes in and he was just basically like, whatever happened at Juan and Robyn's situation, it's happened. Okay, let's just let it go. All right. And it was like, so basically, you're not going to apologize. And then even Robyn had to come through and say, listen, Michael, you can't sit here and act like you ain't done nothing wrong. What did I do? What did I do? Michael, Juan, you started. What the fuck? Chris said that. But then I was like, Michael, you started all of this when you came up to him at that place and told him that he needs to control his wife. Okay? You don't do that. You don't do that. And you can't admit it's because you was drunk. You were intoxicated. And then you cursed at him. You know what I'm saying? He probably cursed at you, told you to get out of his face or whatever. And you said some other foul shit to him. And so that's what made him get up. He put his hand in your chest to push you away. But it wasn't in a way like he was about to fight you or nothing like that. Talk about some, you put your hands on me. You put your hands on me. I said, Michael, you're acting like a little bitch at this point, and I really don't like it, okay? You are not innocent in none of this, okay? Chris is not innocent. He needs to apologize for the way he reacted. You need to apologize for the fact that you started it. If you up here talking about apologies, okay? And then Candice had to get up and was like, listen, this is the whitest white privilege ever, okay? What did you say? What? I can take it. Always coming out of her mouth or something like that. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say that, it gives me... I'm not going to say racist tease. Because, and people don't understand, just because you with a black woman or whatever and you talk to black people don't mean that you can't be a little racist, a little prejudiced, a little bigoted. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know what it is between them. Okay. It just, cause it's elitism. Girl, y'all know what the word on classism and all of that shit. He looks his nose down on, Chris and Candice all the time, and especially Chris, and mostly Candice too. Okay, and I just don't know what it is, and he gonna wind up getting popped one day. Okay, Candice got the fuck up out of there. I said, you know what, we're not gonna do this at Karen situation, so everybody just cut it. All right, I don't even understand why they had them sitting at the same table. Now y'all knew this drama was gonna happen, and this finale ended with why them to basically they had to come through, and Giselle and Juan, to get Michael to understand that, baby, you are not innocent in this. And listen, if y'all don't talk about each other wives and stuff like that, it'll be cool, okay? And that's what Chris and Michael came to the agreement of. He didn't want to hug Chris. He wanted to hug Juan. I said, go ahead and do what you had to do, boo-boo. All right. Meanwhile, speaking of Juan told Robyn, listen, I just put my Uber in. I'm about to go. I said, wait a minute. Juan said, you got me for a short period of time. I showed my face. I ate some food, and it's time to go. He said, listen, I still got some work to do. I said, what time is work? What time is work? I was a little concerned. Robyn sitting there looked like this. And I was like, Robyn, if you up here talking about something, this is making you think about the fact that you ain't got no wedding plans or whatever, because y'all is never getting married, okay? They working on their home. They moved into the new home and all that stuff, and that's great. But, and maybe it's not meant for you to get married, and it don't even feel bad about it, okay? Like, make sure everything else is in order before you do that. And if that's what she doing, more power to you, okay? Ashley, she wanted another baby. Girl, whatever. Karen, she's still doing her ambassadorship. Baby, that whole situation with Chris and Candice, I'm gonna tell you, you did kind of rub me raw, the way that you was talking to your husband, because he was trying to calm you down a little bit. But on the one hand, Chris, what Candice said wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong when she said that, Michael is exhibiting a whole bunch of white privilege, and that's exactly what he was doing, okay? Or if you don't want to call it white privilege, you can call it what I've been seeing, classism, elitism, and all of that, okay? Thinking that he's better than you, okay? And she said he wants somebody to bow down to him, and I'm just not gonna do it. But Chris' whole situation and his thing is, I mean, I understand that, but you don't need to choose this moment to say that. You don't have to say it all the time. I mean, I get that, but sometimes some things need to be said. And at that moment, I did not respect the fact that, Candice, you snapped off on your husband the way that you snapped off, because Chris was not coming at you the way that he was that you came at him, okay? For you to tell him to shut the fuck up or whatever the fuck you said. You cussed that man, okay? You really cussed at that man. Like, why would you do that? Y'all be embarrassing each other, okay? When he was trying to pull your ass up out the goddamn seat at the restaurant, and now you cussing at him like that, I said, damn, what type of marriage is this? Y'all want to be together long? Okay, I just wonder what the hell goes on behind closed doors, because y'all do a lot in public, okay? Meanwhile, that's what was going on. What else happened at this? Giselle, she said that she was dating somebody, but she ain't no more. She wouldn't get no information because she probably really wasn't, So, hey, it is what it is. Mama said she gonna have a hot girl summer. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Wendy, she's still doing this candle line. Her and Eddie still together. And everybody's still all to the good. That's all I gotta say. Real Housewives of Potomac, the reunion, I believe, is next week. Nicki Minaj will be on there, probably on the last part. I really hope it's not 4-part. I saw somewhere that it said that it was gonna be a 4-parter. For fucking what? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was 4 parts, okay? The last part comes on this week. I don't understand for fucking why. Why do we need 4 parts to these goddamn reunions when the seasons really wasn't deserving of even a 3-parter? We can get all this out in 2 parts. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.